We got breaking news in HQ from college football. Reggie Bush is getting his 2005 Heisman Trophy back. That's according to ESPN. The Heisman Trust is expected to announce the formal reinstatement today amid what is called, quote, enormous changes in the college football landscape, end quote. Bush forfeited the award, if you remember, in 2010 after the NCAA hit USC with multiple sanctions, including Bush for receiving improper benefits. But in light of NIL sweeping the college football landscape, calls for Bush to get his trophy back and be re-intensified in recent years. Of course, reaction from this, Reggie Bush releasing his own statement saying, in quote, personally, I'm thrilled to reunite with my fellow Heisman winners and be a part of the storied legacy of the Heisman Trophy, and I'm honored to return to the Heisman family. I also look forward to working together with the Heisman Trust to advance the values and mission of the organization. Of course, we'll keep more tabs on this when it comes to Bush. Again, the breaking news, getting his 2005 Heisman Trophy back in his possession. For more on this, we're bringing our guy, Chip Patterson. And Chip, when you talk about something like this, it's a surprise because this is something that's been heating up the past couple years, maybe like 4 or 5, the closer we've gotten to NIL, and now that we have it, your reaction to this news this morning?
I think this is necessary for college football. I think this is necessary for Reggie Bush. I think that when we tell the story of college football through the 2000s, to ignore one of these star players, really an iconic player from that USC run under Pete Carroll, to try to erase him from history like he didn't exist, I think is unfair to the college football fans of the future. Because that is a big part of what we're doing. As we're seeing the sport change, we need to make sure that we crystallize the things that were great. And the electric playmaking of Reggie Bush on the field with the rest of those superstars in that USC offense, that was a big part of the sport and the way that we talk about it. Because make no mistake about it, the explosion of college football comes with the explosion of cable television and the ability for the entire country to see teams like USC absolutely light it up on Saturdays. And it made Reggie Bush, someone who in the early, pre-YouTube era, when you're starting to share highlights with your friends via email before we had any social media, Reggie Bush is one of those players. And so for college football, I think it's very important. And then for Reggie Bush, the opportunity for him to take part in everything that comes with being a Heisman winner, to gather with the other Heisman winners once a year, to be a part of the other things that the Heisman Trust does off the field and away from the ceremony. I think, again, important for college football, but also very important to be fair to Reggie Bush.
Chip, some of those key words there in that statement, enormous changes in the college football landscape. When you hear that, of course, with now NIL and now we just saw Reggie Bush, what is your reaction to that?
I mean, I guess you would say like a statute of limitations combined with the changing environment that we're in, the opportunity to relitigate what was seen by some on that NCAA committee as just being like grave sins. And now when we take a look at it through those 2024 glasses, that we realize how misguided those aggressive punishments were. Because, there is an argument of, hey, like there were rules, you broke the rules, that can be understood on my part. But again, I think to go so over the top with the punishment from the NCAA and then the continued fallout, which included, the Heisman Trust revoking his trophy. This is just another piece of us being able to update in light of name, image, and likeness, where the words impermissible benefits aren't really a thing anymore.
Yeah. Getting that trophy back, and as you said, the game is changing, so something we will have to look into the future as it evolves even more. Chip Patterson there with that breaking news. Reggie Bush receiving his Heisman Trophy back. Of course, I want to get back to Reggie Bush and his statement. Of course, the reaction to it, saying, personally, I'm thrilled to reunite with my fellow Heisman winners and be a part of the storied legacy of the Heisman Trophy. I'm honored to return to the Heisman family. I also look forward to working together with the Heisman Trust to advance the values and mission of the organization. Again, remember that year when he won it in 2005? Reggie Bush himself, that number 5 jersey, ran for 1,740 yards and 16 touchdowns while catching 37 passes for over 478 yards and 2 additional scores, of course, falling a little short to Texas in that BCS, but that trophy coming back to Reggie.